You want to hear some numbers? What kind of numbers would you like to hear this morning, Lance? You're a numbers guy.
Let's hear. I always want factual numbers.
Okay.
I don't want numbers that are made up.
All right.
I want numbers that illuminate a situation or a process.
All right.
I want numbers that are going to lead you in a direction to make decisions or to create opinions based on fact.
Okay. What do you think the Astros are hitting in this series? These 3 games.
Ooh, numbers.
What is their batting average?
Wow. Man, they have put together some big innings.
Well, actually, for the 7th game in a row, they only scored in 1 inning in a game. 7th game in a row.
But that was a one spot.
That was a 1 spot as opposed to, they put up 2 the night before.
And that was a bunch of, it wasn't a bunch
before.
of dinks and dunks, but they put it together against Kirby, who, when Kirby sees the Astros, he's just going to maul them.
And
Kyle Tucker I've never seen Kyle Tucker look so confused as against Kirby, who has some of the best control. His control, by the way, is as good or better than Greg Maddux
70% of his pitches are
strikes.
Yeah.
Yesterday he went into the game at like 52-6 strikeouts to walks, and they say his numbers are similar or better than Greg Maddux.
Well, how about that? Just throw strikes, but he hits corners and
he can move it all over. So I'm going to say, if we have 27 outs in a game,
there's 100 outs. How many hits do they have?
I haven't kept up with hits, only the runs, because that's been easy because I have a hand.
Right.
I would say how many total hits? Like in 3 games, let's just say 18.
18 for 100. Very good. Well done.
Okay.
18. 180 they're hitting in this series. 2 extra base hits, 33 strikeouts, 4 walks. They've gotten 3 quality starts from their pitchers. Verlander was awesome. Awesome yesterday.
Yeah, he was. His stuff was good. He had that breaking pitch, breaking earlier, so it was, he was good.
Can we also start to, Kyle Tucker, MVP candidate. Last week on MLB Network, Kenny, what's his name? Bill Kenny, Tom Kenny, Alan Kenny?
Yeah, Alan.
Brian Kenny?
Brian Kenny.
Brian
there
Kenny.
There it is.
Keep touting him for MVP.
Yeah. Well, team's not good enough, but he's having a good season.
Yeah, but he said nobody's better in baseball than Kyle Tucker. When he hits against the A's, okay?
No, that's true.
What is he in this series?
Not good. Well, he struck out his first 3 times yesterday.
Well, he's 0 for 10, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts.
Yeah.
0 for 10. Alex Bregman, what do you think he's batting with a runner on third and less than 2 outs?
For the season or the series?
Yeah, for the season.
A runner on third.
How many times do you think?
You mean just get the run home?
Right.
I'm going to say less than 200.
No, it's more. 8 out of 18.
Wait, that's good.
That's not good.
8 out of 18?
Yes, that's not good at all. It's terrible. 10 times the runner, you can't hit a fly ball?
No, that's still good. What's that batting average?
No, a fly ball, it's a sacrifice fly. It doesn't necessarily mean the runner got home 8 out of 18. That's terrible.
With less than 2 outs, it feels like it's not bad.
No, it's bad.
Based on what?
Again, in the last 2 nights, he had a runner on third, less than 2 outs, and both times, crap. Yesterday, he swung at that ball in the dirt.
Yeah, which is
awful.
unbreakable. But that's Kirby stuff, though. Look, how many people do you see punch out Kyle Tucker 3 times in a game? That never happens. Never. Getting Alex Bregman to chase a pitch like that never happens. He's got good plate discipline. Kirby's stuff is nasty. And more importantly, you have no idea what he's going to do.
What about the night before? Was it nasty when he couldn't get the run home? How many? Do you want to?
He didn't face George Kirby. Did you see what he did to Altuve both at bats? Throws them up and in, brushes them off, and then immediately starts throwing sliders away that Altuve's chasing.
Well, they were talking about that.
He went
the setup
so
pitches
basic.
all night.
Yeah.
What do you think the Astros' record is against winning teams this season?
Well, it's not good.
They've played
their record's not good at all.
Well, no, but okay, what's their record?
I already know they're lamb
winning?
killers. That's why I haven't gotten excited. They're lamb killers. They're probably a 20% winning.
28 games. How many wins do they have in 28 games against winning teams?
What's 20% of that? So 6.
6.
Yeah, that's
6
about
and
20% of it. Yeah,
6 and 22.
yeah, they suck. They're not a good team. I'm sorry, but officially, I just put down their headstone. The headstone is down. The tombstone's down. Here lies the Astros. Incredible run. The greatest run in the history of Astros baseball. The greatest run in the history of a Houston sports franchise, without question. And they have finally, age has caught up to them. A loss of talent has caught up to them. Some poor management decisions have caught up to them. And a long run, and a fruitful run, and a run where Jim Crane and Jeff Luhnow and James Click should all be congratulated on their run, and Bagwell. Everyone should be, but this is it.
Oh my God!
It was a great job.
Playing Taps.
Well, the last time Taps
It was a great
played,
job.
Okay.
Alex
went on a
Bregman
run.
made it back from the dead after 20 and 21 for a 22 World Series. This franchise was able to do so many great things, but like every great run, the Golden State Warriors, the New England Patriots, the Chicago Bulls, when the run ends, it ends with a thud. And that's what is happening with our Houston Astros.
It's okay. I got a text from Eric Ligon last night, and he sent me Taps. He sent me this because he had played it before. You know what's going to happen now? Because you and Eric Layden have put them to rest.
What's going to happen?
They're going to go on a 9-game win streak.
Sure. Do they play the A's 9 games in a row?
No.
Oh, well.
They don't need to. They don't need to.
Sure.
Watch this.
I hope they go on a 9-game
Didn't you just tell me they're a
streak.
20% winning percentage team?
Well, you hope they do?
I hope they
Yeah.
do, because then they'd be a game. What would they be now? A game over 500 if that happens?
One.
So that'd be nice to get over 500. Just rip off 9 in a row.
9 in a row.
The drive for 5?
9 in a row.
The try for 500. Yes.
By June 20th, they'll be in first place.
Oh.
Yep.
They're going to make up.
This is
now
the most outlandish stuff he's ever
6.5
done.
games
6
in less than a
That's right.
month.
They
I told
can't
you
even-
this before, and I'm telling
And how
you
did it go?
again.
And how does it go? How's it gone?
He's already said this is going to be the greatest year in Astros history.
He entered.
and it could well be.
So he can just say wild, crazy
4 months
stuff.
left in the season, and you two,
Look, when we
you
left,
dead.
3, you and Layden.
They're dead.
when we left Friday's show, you were talking about the possibility of them being in first place by the time they came back from the road trip.
So all we had to do was put a couple hits together. You know what? We're right there.
And, well, part
We're
of
right
well,
there.
and look what's happened.
But we finally got pitching now. Now all of a sudden, you
Now
know
you
what?
need the hitting?
The bats come alive. Watch.
Well,
watch and learn. You
okay.
two. Watch and
Even
learn.
if the bats come alive, the best you're going to get is 500 ball.
No, well, that's
that
not
ain't
going
good
to be
enough.
the best you can get.
Yeah, you are.
No, it's not.
The bullpen's not good enough. The starting pitching's not deep enough, and the hitting's not clutch enough. So even if you string together a run of wins, just like you already did, there's always sweeps waiting for you.
And to think this team will magically become healthy when we got Dana Brown. I'm really concerned about the Jose Urquidy injury. It's really worrisome.
Whoa, another injury for Christian Javier.
Okay.
Whatever's going on with your arms over there, something.
But
Can
starting
y'all figure that out?
starting in June, no one else will get hurt.
That's right. That's right. Watch. And here comes Lance McCullers to the rescue.
Jordan hasn't missed his, requisite 10 to 15 games yet. So
He's not going to this year.
Okay.
Yeah. And by the way, Lance McCullers, watch.
coming.
And Abreu is back. That is true.
Oh, he-
Abreu is
He
back.
can't be blamed
he didn't
for last night.
play last night. Was everybody happy? How'd that work out? If his bat was in the lineup, you don't know what would happen.
It worked out fine. I didn't see any errors at first.
No, and Dubon took over. I mean, Dubon. How about Dubon hasn't had an at bat in this series? He's one of their best hitters. It's just stupid. It's just stupid.
It's not a good team. It's a bad. I've seen enough to know that the frustrations are starting to really mount. Where you go on the road and you lose every game to Seattle. I mean, that's sucker stuff. And then you score one run yesterday. You get it all in one inning where you slap some singles together. Well, you had it was a good sharp hit by Pena that moved Jordan first to third, and you were able to get him home. But after that, you didn't even threaten. It was terrible. It was terrible. You just completely baffled and confused by Mariners pitching.
Jake's RBI was a blooper. Jordan had a couple of. He's not driving the ball at all.
No, at all.
It's just at all. Altuve's lost.
He's been stuck on 9 home runs
terrible.
for a long time.
Pena, it can't lay off a slider outside.
Yeah, but he's still hitting though.
Yeah, and well, he's down to he was a lot better just last week. So it's going to turn around right here.
Yeah, you sound very
You
confident.
sound convinced. Jay.
I am convinced.
But are you ready to step back from best team in Astros history? Are you? Look, they may turn it around, but are you ready to step back from
Nope,
that?
not ready yet.
If they win 20 games in a row, do you know that they will
Watch
be?
this.
They will be where they were in 2017. It was, I believe. I believe that's the year that they had that big start. So if they can win 20 in a row,
I don't even think they'd be as good as that.
no, they wouldn't. They'd be in
They'd
that
only be
neighborhood.
10 games over 11 games over 500.
With 20 wins in a row.
12 games. That wouldn't be that. That wouldn't be that. But look what's coming up. Oh, Minnesota suck. You got them this weekend.
We're the
Cardinals.
We're the team people
suck.
are. You
Angels
should beat the Cardinals.
Suck.
Angels beat the Astros.
San Francisco sucks. Detroit sucks. White Sox suck. Baltimore, okay. They're
But
all right.
we're the team that sucks too.
You can't keep talking about soft touches when you are one of the softest touches.
They're circling
just
Astros
needed
now.
a bunch of teams with losing records. That's all we needed.
I mean, all of that sounds great. Angels, White Sox, in theory, Angels, White Sox, Cardinals. That all sounds good
Tigers.
in theory. Yeah, Tigers.
Giants.
That sounds good until I look at the records, and our record's worse than most of them. Not White Sox, but they're worse than
the
most
Angels
of these
just
teams.
took 2 out of 3.
I know the Angels just at our house.
yeah, but that was
But
here.
what?
We don't win at home.
Okay. You don't win in Seattle.
How are we going to win a bunch of games if we don't win at home?